You have met this person and sparks are absolutely flying. I mean, they're telling you everything that you wanted to hear that you wish you've heard in the past, but something isn't quite adding up. Hey, what's going on, my beautiful people? This is Certified Life and Relationship Coach, Coach Court. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 signs of love bombing. Thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time viewing me, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel by clicking that subscribe button and ringing that bell so you're notified for all the newest coaching content. Before I get into the content, if you want my help personally, the quickest way to get into contact with me is through my website or through my Patreon account. All those links are in the description below. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about 5 signs of love bombing. This is part 2 of the mini series that I'm doing about love bombing. The first video in the series is 5 reasons that people love bomb. If you haven't checked that out, I'll include that link in the description below. The first way that someone love bombs, and this isn't in any type of order, so I got my list here to make sure that I'm going to give you guys value, is they comment about being your soulmate or twin flames. Now, if you guys are just meeting each other, if you guys are just starting to date, starting to have this courtship with each other, and they're already talking about, oh, you're my soulmate, and I never had this before, you're my twin flame, that is a love bomb. Because think about it. You barely know this person. How in the world can you tell me that we're soulmates when you're just getting to know me? Like, it's been, what, 2 weeks? And you're already telling me that I'm your twin flame? That is a red flag. That is a love bomb. It's, if you ask me, it's probably one of the most unbelievable. I believe that the twin flame is not really a thing. All right. Now, you can go ahead and go to town to me on the comment section, and that's fine. But I don't believe in soulmates, because there are many people that you're going to connect with and you're going to bond with over the course of your life. So the idea that someone would be your soulmate or your twin flame right there in that very moment, in that town that you're in, is pretty slim. The second way that somebody will love bomb you is they're saying, I love you, really early on. Now, we're talking within the first month. They're already saying, oh, I think I love you. I do love you. Now, you have to be careful, because first off, I think your spidey senses are going to tingle and say, wait a minute, this person barely knows me. How do they love me? They barely even know who I am. So follow your intuition on that. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Because what is it they love about you? They don't know you well enough to know if, they love you actually. They may love the idea of you, and what they may be experiencing is limerence, not actual love, more like obsession or infatuation, but it's not actually love. But that's one way that they will try to love bomb you. And if you reciprocate it and say, hey, I think I love you too, then they probably have you in their grasp and their hook. Because once you go towards the I love you state, which is, if you ask me, that's probably like the most elevated the relationship can be. And you will dilute that word the more that you use it. There's no going back after that. You can't go from I love you to I like you all over again, because that's taking a step back. The third one is overly complimenting. All right, for example, let's say that, you're a mom or you're a professor at a college or something. Now, I use these specific topics because it's people that I've worked with before in the past. You're a mom and you're on a first date. You're showing them pictures of your kid, and they're giving you compliments and saying, oh, you're such a good mom, or you seem like you're so engaged with your kids. Or they're texting you saying, oh, this parent reminded me of you. Ways of trying to get you to feel like, especially if you're someone who's already subconscious about the job that you're doing as a parent, if you're a dad or if you're a mom, you feel like, all right, I feel like I can do better as a dad or a mom. And this person comes along and they're love bombing you. No, you're a great mom. You're a great so-and-so. It's like, how do you know what I am? Like, we've just met. We don't even know each other yet. You haven't even seen me interact with my kids. So how in the world would you know if I was actually a good mom or not, or a good dad? That's probably a love bomb. If you're a professor at a college, I'll bet those people are lucky to have you there. Those students are lucky to have you as a teacher, or you seem like you'd be a great professor. They don't know that. That's just a way. And I talk about this in the first video where I say that they're just fearing that abandonment, and this is the way for them to get you to the point where they can be abandonment proof. Like, it kind of buffers, like, it makes it a high percentage that you won't leave them if you're relying upon them with all the compliments and stuff that they're giving you, which is a way of getting our needs met. It's a subconscious way of getting our needs met. It's not healthy because things are supposed to always move at a healthy pace. So the over compliment is another love bomb. Grand gestures. Now, if you meet a guy or a girl and she's showing up and she's getting you cheesecakes on first dates, and the guy is bringing you flowers and roses and setting up these grand beach dates, then you probably are getting love bombed. That's going to be setting a precedent of ways of showing up that they won't be able to match. They're not going to be able to pull back from that because that's what you're going to be expecting. It's going forward. You know, there's a quote that is going around the internet all the time, which is, you know, don't introduce me to a vibe that you can't keep. So if they're doing all these grand gestures, I would be a little bit reluctant to, you know, take that serious or get too comfortable with that person. You know, I'm working with a lot of clients that say, well, in the beginning, he was doing all of this or she was doing all of that. They were showing up in ways where I felt like this is like picture perfect. Like this is like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. Now, I want this all the time. And then within a couple months, they're pulling back and they're not showing up the same way. The fifth one, and these are not in order, is introducing you to the family and the friends early. Now, if you see all 5 of these things, you might be leaning more toward narcissism there. But if you see them all happening, that's a really bad sign that this person has an unhealthy attachment, or they are just trying to get you into their camp as quickly as possible so they can get you relying upon them as far as your happiness. So if they're introducing you to the family and friends right away, that's a red flag. That is definitely a love bomb, because you should have something that's sacred to you. Your family and your friends should be sacred to you. Now, I'm not saying you wait for like ever, and you wait 6 months to a year to introduce them to someone. But if it's that early on, like you're on your second or third date and they're already introducing you to their mom and their dad, and you're having all these long conversations with them, and they're telling you, oh, well, this person doesn't normally bring people home. This person rarely introduces us to their people or the people that they're seeing, and that's still a love bomb. Now, don't fall for it. If they're doing all these things, what I learned through my own personal life and through our coaching, when things come together fast, they fall apart just as fast, if not quicker. So you want to be sure that you're not getting love bombed, you're not letting your guard down. These are 5 ways that they're doing, and this is certainly not the only ways that people love bomb. There are many more, but I thought these were ones that are kind of like important to know, and something that happens the most common. So if you found this video of any value, go ahead and click this link right here where I talk about the 5 reasons that people will love bomb. And also stick around for the series. I got the last one being 5 ways to respond when people are love bombing. It's going to be a direct reply to some of these things that they're doing. And if you want to follow me on other social media accounts, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as I am Coach Court. And once again, as always, remember this: when you go be love, you'll never have to find it. Namaste.